Now, Mr. Shore was a Taoist master withdrawn from the organization to preclude that question. He was withdrawn and had married. So I went to his tent one day when he was supposed to be exercising, and he was doing Tai Chi. Have you ever seen Tai Chi? It's the most unexercising exercise that ever was. It is not designed to take fat off your tummy and to put muscles. It's designed to coordinate the eye with ear, with the thoughts, with the sounds, with the sky. And he was doing his Tai Chi when I went in. And I said, Mr. Shore, why are you such a happy man? He said, I'm supposed to be. Why should I be? Then I told him I knew about his wife and his daughter. And I said, we Americans don't appreciate that. We think that you should be more respectful of your wife, your daughter. That you should have a long and mournful face. And he said, well, I understand you are a Christian Scientist. Now, how did he know that? This is the backwoods of China. This is Yunnan province, barely over the hump from India. How did he know I was a Christian Scientist? He said, you don't believe in death, do you? And I said, no. I'm told that we don't believe in death. I don't know why. Because people die regularly. Especially Christian Scientists. He said to me, continued his Tai Chi. While he continued his Tai Chi, he said to me, I don't believe in death either. And I'm living that truth. There is a gentleman here in attendance, probably the senior in attendance. I can't read the name, but his name is Joseph Dowler. Joe, are you here? Hi, Joe. God, it's good to see you. Joe, Ruby is here too. Ruby is right here, right now. Ruby is closer than she's ever been. And that's a fact, isn't it? Death is not what it looks like. And neither is life. And neither is this three-dimensional space-time continuum what it appears to be. I said to myself, and Mr. Schur said, I am living my philosophy, why don't you? Then I said, boy, have I got a great interpreter. And I'm going to stick real close to him. And I did. During the almost 3 years that followed, Mr. Shura and I were close together. I saved his life. He saved my life. Later on, when he had a chance to not be in combat, he chose to come with me anyway. to be in combat. I want to tell you how the party, I've never told this, have I? I want to tell you, I say it all with Mr. Shore because I wanted to know what he knew. And he taught me a lot. One day when the Japanese were coming up a valley and it appeared we would be captured. I told Mr. Shore to please go ahead because he couldn't hide wearing civilian clothes. But there was no way I could hide. And he wouldn't. He was retching. He was throwing up. He was vomiting. There is no sick than when you're vomiting. We had just climbed a hill. And I was telling him, please come on. Oh man, please come on. You've got to go. You've got to get up and go. And he was on his hands and knees and he was retching. And he pointed to the mountains. And I said, I see the damn mountains. We have to climb it, so come on. He said, no, look. And he kept pointing. I got down on my hands and knees and I looked up his arm. He was pointing to a little flower that blooms in the snow of the mountains. Sandy, you must know what that flower looks like. Sandy, you and Earl and Tommy. You live up in the mountains, Colorado. He pointed to the flower. He said, do you see that little blue flower? Just when the sun hits that area, it blooms. And tonight it won't be blooming. And it's exceedingly good fortune. Exceedingly good fortune. I said, we got to go. Somehow we got out of there. On another occasion, we were riding our mules into a little town, and off in the distance we saw what we thought were children running around a tree, catching the leaves. And by this time, I was good at teaching Mr. Shore. Yeah, you crazy people, look at you, out catching leaves. It's the only tree in the country, and you're out there catching the leaves. As we got closer, I noticed it weren't old men. I mean, they weren't children. They were old men. And they were so happy. And they were running under the tree. Every time the wind would blow loose a leaf, they would run to catch it. And it's hard to catch a falling leaf. But it's exceedingly good luck. It's exceedingly good fortune to catch a yellow leaf. Not so long ago, a man from Minnesota came to visit me. He was so serious and so earnest, and he had such a long face. And the leaves were falling out of the persimmon tree. And I was walking down the hill. I couldn't stop it. I couldn't keep myself from it. I ran over there. I started catching the leaves, trying to. And do you know what? Old Sourpuss got right up. And he came right out there. And he and